So we can install software through the Ubuntu Software Center. It gives you a nice graphic user interface for installing software. You get to choose from different packages. You can search, you can browse by category, and that's a nice, easy way of installing software. In old times, Linux software could only be installed through a command line interface. So let me bring up the terminal and I'll show you how this is done. Originally, in earlier versions of Linux systems, software would have to be downloaded in the form of source code or installed from a disk or something. And it would be downloaded, it would have to be compiled into the object code, and then the applications would have to be installed and moved into the correct directories, and configuration files would have to be set up, etc., etc., etc. It was a long, arduous process. But there's an easier way of doing it now from the command line. And in Ubuntu, the way that that's done is through something called the Advanced Package Tool, or apt. And I'll show you how we can install a text editor called Nano using apt. Here's the command. It starts off with sudo, or sudo. That stands for super user do. It's a way of making sure that you have to authenticate and administer account before you go poking around and doing stuff to the system. A lot of system configuration or installation of software requires you to use this. You'll have to enter in your user password or your administrator password when you are using this. The command is apt-get, Advanced Package Tool get, install, and then we put the name of the software package that we want to install. In this case, it's Nano. It's just a simple text editor, and this is how we install it. Sudo apt-get install nano, press enter, and then you're prompted for your password. It's a short installation. It downloaded the package source files, it compiled it, it put everything into the right directory. And now we can just check that Nano has been installed. And to check if some software is available to you, you go which, and the name of the software, which Nano, and that's showing me that it is in the user directory bin subdirectory and is called Nano. So let's start that off and we can see that it works. So we're going to start the program from the command line. Just type in the name of the program Nano, and we come up with text editor. We can enter things in there and save them, do whatever it is we want to do with the text file. I'll just get rid of this. Okay, so that is installing software using apt-get. It's a fairly easy way of installing software from the command line. So if you're worried that the command line is difficult to use, apt-get is something that shows that you can actually do really cool, complicated stuff from the command line, and it's not too difficult to understand. Hopefully that gets you confident in doing some software installations and package installation on the command line in Ubuntu.